It is May 9th, 2024. It is 8:31 a.m. So last night I ordered not last night, yesterday or day before, I ordered a small tripod. This is the same tripod you get for the Pocket 3, the Osmo Pocket 3. When you get a kit, you get a small tripod. I got the same tripod for my Action 4 with a third party GoPro fingers, and I just connected the DJI magnet into it. I ended up replacing the GoPro Volta from my everyday carry camera. The reason why is, one is it's big. The second one is it's just putting weight, because I have a tendency to put a cage on the camera just to even up the weight. So I'm not really fond about that. And I ending up using, I had the same setup a long time ago, but this is not a tripod, but just a small weighted like a Core 20 threaded handle thing for a phone when you do video. I used that 4 years ago, but it was just too small. It was very unpractical. If I need it, I have to unfold it. I have to remove it, put a tripod in to do what if I'm doing like a video or anything like that, I need to keep it like still. I end up getting that because, first of all, it's dirt cheap. Second of all, I've been using DJI tripod stands for my microphones for my podcasting for the longest time, and it works really, really well. I And on top of that too, it's very lightweight and it's very stable. So I picked one up from Amazon. I got it late last night, so I'm using it to prop up the camera. Uh, it actually works really well. It's not as tall as the Volta when you put on tripod mode, but it does work very well. Um, and I ended up removing the small rig cage that I have, the metal one, because it's very good cage, but it's just heavy. And I put back the DJI's cage, the Osmos, the Action Force cage back into it again, and the whole thing became so light. I'm like, this is great. It's a lot smaller too, so I can put it in my sling bag. I'm not gonna feel the weight. I'm not gonna feel the bulkiness of it. So it works. It actually works out really well. So, um, now you're gonna ask yourself, how about battery? Because right now I'm only using one battery, using the Osmo, and I decided to hold on buying more batteries for this one, because one, it is a quick charge battery. I don't have to, if I need to charge this right away, I can just go find a plug and plug it in, right? So it's not a problem. I do have extra battery pack that I can carry with me when I travel, so I can charge that pretty easily. But uh, so far, I haven't really seen the need of getting an extra battery, because I do carry with me a power brick, a small power brick, and a USB to USB C cable. Sorry, USB C to USB C cable to charge my phone, and yeah, to charge my phone if I need to, especially if I'm gonna be longer than a day and a half out, so I can use that to charge it if I need to. So I have a backup power bank, power plug with me just in case I need it, and it does work. It is the brick that I got from Anchor, so it's a quick charge as well too. It's a higher wattage and amperage for it, so it will work. So I'm going to be using that to charge the camera if I need to while I'm in the road. So far, I only charged the camera once since I got it. No, that's a lie. 3 times since I got it, because I've been using the Volta to keep it topped up when I'm away, when I'm outside. So this is the first time actually trying it without the Volta. And tomorrow's actually be a good day, because I have a vacation day tomorrow. I'm actually gonna take my my aunt and her granddaughter out for a little bit of sightseeing in downtown. So I'll be testing this whole thing tomorrow and see if it actually works. And yeah. I also, yesterday I mentioned that I have a lanyard I built for the wireless mic 2 from DJI as well, that's paired into the Action 4. It works really well. I've been testing it. I've been running around. I've been like doing normal things to it. So the only time I'll be using this, if I don't have a lapel or a place to clip on the microphone. If I'm just using a T-shirt, or if I'm just out and about, I'll be using this setup. The magnet is nice to have, but the problem with the magnet is it will pop out, and if it pops out, I lose the microphone or whatever, I drop the microphone, whatever, it's gone. So I've been using this setup, the lanyard setup, for the past couple of years now, but with a different lanyard with Rode Wireless 2 microphone setup, and it works really, really well. And because this is actually a lot smaller than the Rode, it it's plus has a little bit more weight to it, I believe. Hold on, let me check. No. So yeah, the DJI is actually a little bit more heavy. If based on the most scientific way I can do it is just hold them to my or both of my hands, and it just keep it weight down. It weights it down enough that it doesn't flap all over the place when I walk or talk or anything like that. So it does work. Yeah, I can't wait to test all this tomorrow. If I end up doing a video, I'll just pop this in. I'll pop the video in YouTube, and I'll let you guys know if it showed up there, and if adding up editing and showing it, putting it up there, I'll let you guys know to see, and let me know if you guys what you think the whole setup is. I do owe you guys photos of all the setups that I have, especially my podcasting setup, because it's actually a very big deal, because I love my podcasting setup because it works so well. I think I finally got it dialed down. And also I'm finishing off the my review of the Tascam Portal Capture X8. The list is getting, I have a lot of things to say about it, good and bad. And I definitely want to share that, because there's things that I've been looking looking online regarding what the cons are, and some of them are not talking about. Actually, none of them are talking about it, and I think it's time for me to talk about it and just flag it for people who uses recorders with the USB X minus for their podcasts, and it's kind of important to know those things. So, yeah. Oh, let's continue the trends of telling you the weather for today. Today's weather is 15 degrees Celsius, and currently it's 10 degrees. And I am going away. I am leaving around 11 o'clock for a meeting this afternoon to do a site visit to see what's going on with that. But yeah, after that, I'm actually going to bring my camera with me, my Action 4, and see if I can record things and test everything out and see how it works and how it handles. And the weight, I can't wait to feel the weight of this. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It is 10:36 a.m. So I just finished lunch, early lunch, brunch, because I'm planning to head out just after 11 o'clock to go to my meeting. It's supposed to take me about 50 minutes to get up there, but I like to be there early just in case, just to hang out, put my feet up, and okay. I keep saying put my feet up. That means I just need to relax when I get there, just to I don't like being rushed. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of weird because I'm actually putting a list together, all the stuff that I'm gonna send it to a couple of people when they go to Vegas for that conference I was talking about. That apparently I'm not invited. I'm sending them a list of manufacturers to get some information for me, because I'm just going through the list of vendors and the manufacturers, and there's a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 manufacturers I need to get more information on. See if I can get cards and all that stuff, so I can reach out to them when they get back. Some of the products I'm looking at is like 4K cameras, web cameras. It's dedicated for conferences, and waterproof housings for displays and all that stuff for commercial use, mostly for anti-ligature products, mostly for hospitals and clinics, because in Canada we are required to have them for anything that's considered clinical spaces. So might as well get some information from that and have that in my back pocket just in case I need to use those products. Yeah. It looks like we meet our high of today, so that's why I want to go in early as well too, is to get some fresh air and just walk around and see what's out there. Even probably get some coffee, because the coffee that I have is done. Just need to get more coffee because the or get tea because there's a Starbucks there. So get some tea just before the meeting, just to keep me awake. Uh, because summers usually during the summer I have a tendency to drink more coffee or tea because it's a longer day and I have a tendency to stay up all day. Well, I have a tendency to stay awake until the sun goes down. That's roughly around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So I kind of need to stay awake. So because I can't go to bed when the sun's still up. It just doesn't make sense in my head. So that's why that's why I drink a bit more caffeine during the summer the than the winter itself. So
What?
yeah, so I was looking around. I did a timer on how fast the Action 4 charges from about less than 20% to 100%. It's about half an hour to 45 minutes, so that's good. That's perfect. So apparently, when I was reading it, it will give me 80% in 15 minutes, so that's perfect. So I don't see myself carrying a uh I don't see myself carrying the Volta with me. So I think tomorrow will be fine. I am gonna charge the camera 100% tonight before I go to bed because I'm planning to stay over at my dad's place tomorrow because when we go to Niagara Falls on Saturday, I have to go back and forth, so it's easy for me just to stay there, head towards Niagara Falls, pick up the wifey, and head to the falls. So that's what I'm planning to do, just to make it easier, so I don't have to go back and forth. Yeah, I think that's the plan. It is 1:42 p.m. and I just got home from my meeting, and I ended up stopping by Tim Hortons to grab some ice cap and a donut just for top up my lunch that I had at 10:30 this morning. But the sidewalk went well. It was pretty fast. Actually, no, it wasn't fast. Actually, it took longer than I thought it would be. It took about an hour. So I ended up before I went home. I ended up getting some food from Marco. He is running out and pretty low, plus cat litter as well too. But yeah, outside was actually pretty nice. It was as advertised. It was about 15, 16 degrees outside. But if you're under the sun, it's actually a lot warmer. But if you're in the shade with the wind, it gets really cold. I just went to the meeting with a golf shirt on, and when I got out of the car to walk inside the building, I ended up grabbing my jacket, a very light spring jacket, and I was hot. I regret grabbing that jacket. It was um, it was it was one of those weather that it was cold enough to warrant a jacket, but it's hot enough that if you do wear that jacket, you will get hot under the sun. But if you're in the shade, you're fine. So when I was grabbing my ice cap. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know what Tim Hortons is, Tim Hortons is just a donut fast food place in Canada. They have some stuff. They have some shops in Asia, Middle East, I think, and the U.S. So they're all over the place. But you can get an ice cappuccino. It's very good. It's very addictive, but it's great for summer. And ending up getting that plus a double glazed donut. No, it's a double chocolate donut. That was delicious. So yeah, I think I'm grabbing a small picnic table just outside the donut shop, and stay there for about 10, 15 minutes just to get some sun, and warm up a bit because it was pretty all over the place regarding in and out of shade. I ended up just driving with the air condition on, and I was comfortable. So, but anywho, I digress. Before when I was picking up Marco's food at the pet shop, there's a value village just across the street. So I think I'm going there first before I'm getting the food to see what I can thrift. Like gadgets and all that stuff. But when I got there, they do have good selection of like PC speakers. Apparently, that's a thing. A lot of them, keyboards. But there was There was actually a real like a Rolodex, a brand new Rolodex. It was pretty neat, but I can't use it because I don't use. I supposed to get a business card. I scanned automatically to my phone. So, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. And there's tons of like old stock, like not all stock, but there's tons of like hair dryers. There's tons of hand mixers. There's tons of old TVs, like really old TVs. So it was pretty neat to check it out. I heard drifting in the U.S. is actually a lot better, but in that particular place there's just a lot of clothes. So I even went to the game board section to see if there's any game boards that I can find that's actually pretty neat. But the stuff that they have there I haven't even heard of. They have a couple of Pictionaries, but there it looks like the old version, like the old first generation of Pictionaries. So they're pretty vintage. Let's just say that it's pretty vintage. So it's pretty neat. I think I'm just gonna start visiting those things because they're pretty cool to check out. If I see something, I'll grab something. If not, then I'll just leave it as is. But yeah, no, I did saw binoculars there were actually pretty cool. I didn't look inside if it's been damaged or what, but it looks pretty old. But the key thing that I do want to look for is old vintage cameras, especially film cameras. If I can find one of those, I can flip them up pretty easily in the world of photography. So I'm going to start looking at that, see what I can find, use stuff, and go from there. And hopefully I can flip that over. So overall, it's good afternoon. I'm back at the office, back to my home office. I gotta do a quick report before I call it a day because I am on vacation tomorrow. So I want to make sure that everything is out before the end of the day, so it's less people to message me. So yeah, all right, I'm going back to work, and we'll chat again later. It is 5:55 p.m. and it's been a very long afternoon. When I got home, like I mentioned before, I had to do some. Should I mention it already? I don't even remember anymore. I'm just finishing off the report that they need for Monday, so I can take tomorrow off, and also ending up doing 2 episode recordings for your bookmark podcast, so we can maintain the schedule. So a lot of like needs to get done. I've been talking all day, so I've just been tired, and yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Just going to wait for the wifey. Then we're gonna heat up some meat pies. We bought meat pies, so I'm gonna have that for tonight's dinner. And last time we ended up ordering red curry carbonara from a Japanese restaurant, and it's so spicy and it's so good. Every time you take a bite, you're like, "Ooh, this is spicy," but it's very good carbonara. So we have leftovers from that one, so we're gonna have that tonight, and the pies and all that good stuff. I do need to pack for tonight. I am gonna stay overnight at my parents' place. So tomorrow night, so I'm not to go back and forth because like I think I mentioned that we're going to Niagara Falls, so it's easier for me to stay there, grab everyone, drive home, grab the wifey, and head to Niagara Falls. So that's gonna be the plan for tomorrow night. But for tomorrow, we're actually gonna be going just do the tourist thing. My sister and my dad's been taking them around the city all week. So my turn to take them out to the CN Tower, go up to the tower and do the whole thing. We're actually gonna be eating there, and if you're from Toronto, if you want to know a trick, if you want to have lunch, if you want to go to CN Tower, book yourself a reservation at the restaurant. Have their fixed meal, because their fixed meal costs the same amount as a ticket to go up to the CN Tower. So when you have that, you don't have to pay anything extra. You get a great meal, amazing meal, like very good meal, and you get up to the CN Tower and you're not in a rush. So we're gonna have lunch there, and we're just gonna chill there for the rest of the afternoon and head home and figure out what to do after that. It's gonna be good food. Yeah, my niece, my cousin's daughter, my aunt's my aunt's granddaughter, never been to CNTR, never been to Canada before. This is the first time, so they're visiting after they're going straight to LA. Never been to Canada, but they've been to the US several times. So this is the first time they're gonna go up that high and see Toronto and possibly Buffalo if it's not raining or cloudy. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. But no, it's been a very, oh man, it's so loud. It's been a very sorry about that. It was just my notification. It's just gonna be yeah, no, it's gonna be fun, and it's a very adventurous day today. I was hoping to record something while I was out and about, but that didn't work out well. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it a day. We'll chat again tomorrow. See you guys.